What's good, my fellow Olympians? It's your boy, God See All, and welcome to Mount Olympus Gaming. And in today's video, we're going to go over a game that I think you should take a look at if you like Souls games. So without further ado, let's get into the trailer, and then after that, we're going to break it down. Enjoy.
Mornstead has fallen, its great army decimated by the legions of Adir, the demon god. But one light still flickers in the ever-growing gloom, the light of the Dark Crusader.
The radiance of Mornstead withers. Idir's darkness threatens to desolate our world. Ascend to Aureus, my child. As his holy redeemer.
In light we walk.
In light we walk.
Burn their very souls to ash.
Your flesh has been made sacrosanct with the mark of the Dark Crusaders.
I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road, at night or strolling through the park.
Great potential dwells within you, doubtless, for you to be chosen thusly.
Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there.
Prove yourself worthy of this gift.
By your radiance, grant me the strength to continue to endure these dark days.
Relinquish the lamp, and your suffering ends.
Another unfortunate made a slave to unceasing hunger. I pity you.
Reignite the blessed beacons of Mornstead and thwart Adir's cataclysmic resurrection.
There you go. I hope you guys really enjoyed that trailer. This is like my third time seeing that trailer, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm still at awe every time I see this game. It just looks beautiful. So anyways, let's get into it. I have 4 particular reasons why this game is on my radar, and I want to share them with you guys. And for those who are addicted to Souls games like myself, hopefully this video can help you scratch that itch, so to say. All right, so let's get right into 4 reasons that I came up with that I believe you should pick this game up when it releases. Number 1, it's Souls-like. So the name is in the title. If you ever played From Software's games, from Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1 through 3, and Elden Ring, the recently titled, You will feel right at home. The combat, from what I've been researching and other YouTubers who gotten their hands on this game, they said it plays very similar. Obviously, there's little differences, subtle differences as far as like what they call the spells, certain mechanics like the parry windows and iframes and all that good stuff. But to the average player, you know, like myself, who really love these type of like medieval theme type of games with like the element of magic, you will feel right at home. It has the same choreographed moves from bosses and enemies. So navigating this, if you're a Souls veteran, you should be able to navigate this game pretty well. Of course, like typical Souls fashion, they will have some type of difficulty towards them. But hey, if you like Souls games, that's what we about, baby. We about the difficulty over here, right? All right, so moving along, we're going to point number 2, parallel dimensions. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was the one concept that particularly sparked my interest, right? So what do I mean by parallel dimensions? So in this video game, what they actually have is 2 worlds on top of each other, right? So for those who, for all my 90s babies out there, if you ever played the game Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, it's similar to that when you die in the regular world, you reanimate in the same world, but it's different with different enemies, different bosses, and different paths. For those who are not the gamers or who are first-time casual gamers, it is similar to like the show Stranger Things, like The Other Side. So it occupies the same terrain, but when you die, the terrain changes. It becomes a little bit more cold, a little bit more callous. You know, the enemies they get stronger, you know, by the dozen. And there are new pathways that were not there in the normal world. And I think this is a really interesting concept that I think is coming back to gaming, because you know, you can learn a shortcut. You can learn where a particular enemy is at and you could try to avoid him. But if you die, you go back to that same area, it's completely different. Also, something else I researched and found out is that when you're fighting boss matches, they don't end just because you die. And this is something that I found very interesting, because for anyone that's like me, when you first get a game like this, you know, you're going to die in the game. It's I'm just going to keep it honest. You're really going to die. But the good thing about it is that you have a second chance. Now, what's interesting that I'm unaware of is that I don't know if when you die, does the boss get a level up? Because now we're in like the other side, which is called Umbral. We don't know. We got to see till the game comes out. But I definitely think it's a really good topic. You know, it's a really good idea that there are 2 worlds. So that opens up the gates for like exploration and a lot of things like that. So I think that's a really good point there. All right, moving along to number 3, the multiplayer. So similar to like Souls-like games, the multiplayer in this game operates the same with one defining difference. So when you actually summon a friend NPC, it's not just in certain areas they can go, right? They can stay with you the entire game until they die. And that's something that I find to be really interesting. I personally thought Elden Ring would have done that by now, but they haven't. So to see this developer implement this in their game, this is going to be really interesting, because sometimes you can go through a level and you're like, let's say if a buddy of yours, he's like a mage, right? And he has these very, very powerful spells, and I'm a healer, right? He can strike them down from a distance, and I can let him do, and I can just be a support and, you know, drop the heals, making sure everybody is good. And it sucks when you beat the boss and they go back to their world, and now you have to go back and face certain enemies maybe you're not well equipped for. Maybe your buddy, he has better stats to actually fight off those enemies. So the fact that they allow co-op to be like ongoing, meaning I don't know if they're going to be a summon or if it's going to be, you know, some type of place we have to go, but I do love the concept of we see a buddy, we summon him to our world, and he doesn't leave our world until he dies or I die. I really like that. It really captivates the true essence of co-op, you know. And moving on to the last point, the visuals. So for those who don't know, this game is actually ran on Unreal Engine 5. So what does that mean? That means this game is gonna look beautiful. And as you can see by the trailer and the gameplay that I have on screen, it is beautiful. From the lighting to the way the armor looks to the way how it flows to the fire animations, everything just looks visually beautiful. And to know that it's on Unreal Engine 5, that just means that we're gonna really enjoy playing this game. I know I will. I would definitely be streaming this game and making a lot of content about this game. And yeah, so that's the final thing. So to wrap this up, guys, listen, if you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, become an Olympian, join us in the circle of gods, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.